Welcome back to Health Bulletin. Imagine a world where woolly mammoths roam the earth once again. Sounds like something straight out of Jurassic Park, right? And well, believe it or not, scientists are closer than ever to making this a reality. But here's the twist. Before they bring back mammoths, they've created woolly mice. Yes, you heard that right. Woolly mice. And while this might sound like a quirky science experiment, it's actually a critical step in a much larger and much more controversial mission: de-extinction. So while the science is undeniably impressive, it raises some big questions. Like, why are we doing this? And is it even ethical? Let's get started. For about 2 years, there's been talk of a discounted Jurassic Park, with many wondering if we're really on the verge of bringing back the woolly mammoth, a creature extinct for nearly 4,000 years. Now, Colossal Biosciences, a US-based biotech firm, claims they're making progress by using gene editing techniques on mice. Essentially, they're tweaking the mouse genome to create a luxurious woolly coat, akin to what you'd expect on a mammoth. Imagine, if you will, a little mouse sporting the fur of a majestic prehistoric giant. Now, the idea here is to use these woolly mice as a validation point for their bigger goal: to genetically modify Asian elephants with mammoth traits, ultimately bringing back the mammoth itself. And Ben Lam, the company's co-founder, explains that while these mice aren't the end game, they serve as a massive validating point for their approach. However, the process isn't without its critics. But first, let's talk about those woolly mice for a second. While they're undeniably cute, imagine a mouse with the fur of a golden retriever, they're also a bit of a mystery. Scientists edited 9 genes to give these mice their luxurious coats, but here's the catch: we don't actually know if they're better suited to cold environments. In fact, we don't even know how these genetic changes affect their behavior or physiology. As one expert put it, we have some cute-looking hairy mice, but we've learned little biology. So, while this is a fascinating step forward, it's clear that there's still a lot we don't understand. Some experts have raised important questions. Is this really the best use of our resources? Critics argue that instead of spending millions to bring back extinct species, we should focus on saving the ones we still have. After all, we're in the middle of a biodiversity crisis, with species disappearing at an alarming rate. And even more critically, will these gene-edited animals behave like the originals, or will they just be a hairy, confused elephant? And there's a lot we still don't understand about the underlying biology, and whether these small steps will truly pave the way for the survival of something as complex as the woolly mammoth. All of this brings us to a bigger question: what kind of future are we building? In recent years, it's felt like we're living in a sci-fi movie. From AI and robotics to gene editing and de-extinction, the line between science and science fiction is blurring. But as Jurassic Park taught us, just because we can do something doesn't mean we should. And while the idea of bringing back woolly mammoths is undeniably exciting, it's worth asking, what are the risks? And who gets to decide? It reminds us that while science can indeed recreate elements of the past, it also forces us to reflect on our priorities. Should we invest in resurrecting extinct species, or focus on preserving our existing biodiversity? So, as we stand at the crossroads of science and nature, the journey toward reviving the woolly mammoth, starting with these woolly mice, reminds us that innovation comes with its share of challenges and debates. It's a fascinating glimpse into what might be the future of de-extinction, and it's sure to spark a lot of discussion. So, where do you stand on this? Is de-extinction a groundbreaking step forward for science and conservation? Or is it a dangerous distraction from the urgent work of protecting the species we still have? Let me know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the science and ethics of our rapidly changing world. Subscribe to Health Bulletin for more updates on health, science, and the future.